everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Run here. We are into the next bit of March Madness. We are playing more Pauper on Magic Online, and this was one of the viewers really wanted to play Boros Auras, so I whipped together this deck. This is a version, I was trying to see if it would be better than Mono White Heroic essentially, but I guess when people look at Auras, they stumble across this card. So this is Champion of the Flame. So this is essentially Core Spirit Dancer without the draw effect on it. It gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. So if this survives, a bit similar to Core Spirit Dancer, if it survives, you absolutely hose your opponent. It gets really, really big, and it has a really nice Goldfish of turn 3 or turn 4 to destroy your opponent. And you probably want some level of double strike effects, but then you take away from the auras, because there's not many good auras that give double strike that are cheap. So anyway, to kind of round out this deck around this Champion of the Flame, we're running a nice, smooth, similar thing that we did with the Boros Heroic list. So we're running this Heroic creature instead because it's red. I wanted a good mix of red and white 1-drop. So we're running the Satyr Hoplite, which is the Heroic spell that's red. We're running Mardu Devotee again because it really does help smooth the draws and it also helps cycle for Dragon Mantle. So you can play like Mardu Devotee, play do the scries and then Dragon Mantle to draw what you kind of want. So it's like build your own preordain, but also using the cycling with this, the Dragon Mantle gets a lot better. And we're just trying out Crown of Flames. I don't know if this is that good, but the fact that you can return it, I'm just looking at the board state. That's why I only wanted 2 of these, not too many. But I'm looking at the board state where you have like a Satyr Hoplite and you have a Red Mage's Rapier, because Rapier is different to Kiln Fiend. Rapier is non-creature spells. Kiln Fiend is instant or sorcery. So you can't actually use these auras with Kiln Fiend. But essentially, I was thinking you have this out, you have Satyr Hoplite, or you've equipped the Rapier to the Hoplite. You can just constantly return this, and then essentially get a counter and get +2. So it's 2 mana to essentially Lightning Strike in a way. You get 3 bonus damage if it connects. We are running the standard Mono White Auras. So we've got the Hyena Umbra for Totem for the Umbra armor. It looks like Totem armor. I was definitely looking at this card quite heavily because playing this version of Boggles, you need ways to protect your creatures, and Hyena Umbra is the best way to do it, especially if they tap out. You know, on turn 3, you can play a Champion of the Flame, chuck an Umbra on it, you can feel pretty happy that's going to survive. Ethereal Armor is a no-brainer, it's just such a crack card. And then, yeah, Red Mage's Rapier, because it's it buffs from all the auras for the turn, but also in the late game, you can equip it to the Champion of the Flame to get the buff as well, because it's equipment attached as well. Madcap Skills, I think, is just a good card. When I was looking through the red auras, Menace is pretty good, and everyone forgets that it gets Menace because it gets a billion rules text on here when you equip everything to it, and +3/+0 is nothing to sniff at, especially when this has Trample. Now, I am running a Land Umbra. This card is not that good. I was originally running Dog Umbra, which is from the Modern Masters set, Modern Horizons set, but the problem was it's actually bugged in Magic Online. So Dog Umbra, you still get Umbra armor, except it has a pacifism on it instead if it's not a creature you control. So it has Flash, which is also really, really important. So my idea was you could play the Chamber of the Parish in turn 4 with 2 untapped mana and just keep up the Dog Umbra for Flash or protection, or you can pacifism something at instant speed if you want to, which is a lot better than this. Now all our protection is kind of sorcery speed. So if I was to play this deck again, I'd want Dog Umbra. Benevolent Blessing is obviously just a really cracked card. We need all the protection as well. So that's why I wanted like 12 protection spells, because this buffs itself with the auras anyway. So it gives all the other auras +2/+2. So having something that just protects and gets through. It has Flash as well, which is pretty important. Can get the job done quite nicely. I am trying out some Shield of Duty and Reason in the sideboard. We can't run the mask that does red-black because we are running a fair bit of red and we don't want our auras to fall off. Spirit Links are obviously very good once you've Voltroned. I'm trying some Apostle's Blessing because we are 2 colors. We're probably just wanting to do the one Phyrexian, paying the Phyrexian life and then doing the one just to get through quite easily and protect our spells. And then I'm running a suite of 5 Pyroblast / Red Elemental Blast. Pyroblast you can target still your Satyr Hoplite for Heroic if you need to, because it still targets. And yeah, it's just a good card against the blue. And when I want our protection spells to resolve, I want a way to get through with that. So this is this main portion of the deck. I'm really keen to try it in some matches to see if it's good. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, so I was keen to do it this week in this March Madness. So if you haven't and you've a long-time lurker, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I play all these decks with mana traders, so if these decks do interest you, you want to play them, you can go on Moxfield and check them out. I have the link in my description as well. And yeah, you can use my code word Siege Run and mana traders, and after a couple months, you can get a little bit of money off. Anyway, let's try this deck out in a couple matches. I'll see you in the first one. Alright, we're on the draw. Look, this is fine. It's a little bit heavy on the lands, but we got two creatures, which is good. If they don't have removal, we absolutely cook them. It looks like they might be playing elves as well. Okay, that's good. Let's just start with a... it doesn't really matter land-wise. We'll just play a land. Any land's fine. And then we'll Raw Dog out a Champion of the Flame. And then take it from here. Ooh, there's a little bit of a bit of brewski. Town Greeter. Okay, we're playing against like that Dredge build. I'm keen to go a little bit harder. So I am going to go Mountain, Champion of the Flame. And then with the Trample and the Totem Armor and stuff, things get a smidge easier, I think. So we'll play this. If they want to get rid of it, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll Hyena, Umbra, Ethereal Armor, and then we'll just crack in for a lot of damage. They can quite easily get us though, quite quickly. So we gotta play fast. This stretch deck's cool. I think Kerblinkzy was the one that kind of came up with it. Yeah, just another meal effect. But we can Goldfish essentially to turn 4, I think. Obviously, like a red aura would be good, so we can go armor. Well, that's fine as well. Let's play this one, and then we'll just play the Hoplite, I guess. Chuck that on. Load this bad boy up. So we'll get them in. Hopefully, if we draw another aura, we're good. We're good essentially. It's got trample though. Okay. A Dragon Mantle into like an Ethereal Armor would be absolutely cooked. So this will add 3, so it'll be 11. It's still just not quite enough. It's fine, they can play that. They can kind of get us though next turn. They've got a Dread Return. They've got their creatures. I mean, they can even Dread Return now and get an Ent back, which is pretty busted. Obviously not. Yeah, one's fine. Come on, just give us an aura. Give us an aura. I think we need like an Ethereal Armor to actually get anything done here. Yeah, that's not going to cut the mustard. Let's just do this. And just get it for 12, I guess. The issue is they need the creatures for the Dread Return, so they block. Just play this, and then we'll do the Boros Garrison. But yeah, we really needed an aura there to get the job done. We will equip the Red Mage over. Oh, we have the mana to do so. Maybe, yeah, no, that's okay. Maybe it was correct mana-wise to do the Red Mage's last turn. I don't know. Because you could have equipped and done the Hyena Umbra as well, I think. But anyway, yeah, they can do their thing. Got a billion cards now. What you can really do against these decks is just like drop return and hope it's enough, you know? So they did this a bunch of times with the Stinkweed Imps. They dredge most of their deck. Looks like they have Ents. I don't see it. Oh, they do have a Giant. And they have 17 creatures. Is this Exacties? 18 creatures. Yeah, there we go. So they're just enough. That's okay. I feel like the Spirit Links will actually come in handy here. I think they're not too hot on the creature spells. Madcap's nice. Crown of Flames is coming out again, I guess. Hoplite's fine. The Land Umbra was just kind of a bit like, eh. And if we're playing the Totem Armor or the Benevolent Blessing, we're playing it for black. I could run that aura that swaps power and toughness, but I don't even know if that's that good. Yes, we will play. Okay. Look, this hand's good, and we can go Hoplite into Dragon Mantle it, and then play the Garrison. So it's like a fast hand, but like obviously our other creatures, like the fastest version. Just like Core Spirit Dancer, really. Fair enough with that. At least we get a nice little Dragon Mantle off first. So we'll play that onto there. And with the Mardu Devotee, we can actually get our mana fixed a little bit. Let's attack. Play this, return the mountain. We can't need to draw another red aura now, or a plains, because we are very white pip heavy here. And if we can, I want to try and get this Umbra down. I guess the other issue is we need more trample. Or we need benevolent. Otherwise we're never really going to get anywhere. Unless we can just soup up a giant Spirit Link here. This makes me think they have cast down. I'm just going to attack the Hoplite, play the Devotee, and play the Red Mage's Rapier. And hopefully just kind of sort a bit more of a game plan with things here. So we'll go like this. Let's play this first. I don't think we need another creature. I think we need just like a Benevolent Blessing to really get anywhere. I think we're actually good with these now. We need some evasion. It's probably what this deck's missing. That's why green's, I guess, good. Alright. We've got a decent spread now. Alright, they didn't do anything. We will just push more onto... Probably just put like an armor on both the Hoplite and the hero token, I think. Make the white. Just play Mountain and just get in. It's a lot of damage. Not exactly lethal, but they haven't done anything else, so I'm hoping, you know, we can just chuck like the last Ethereal Armor and Devotee onto the other thing, but yeah. First strike, in for 6. We just make everything a threat. You need evasion when everything's a threat. Oh, sorry, I should have Fire Breathed. That's what I should have done. But I didn't do that. So they should be on a virtual 8. Hopefully that doesn't screw us up too much. Okay, and then they can flash that back as well. But if that's all they're doing, that's pretty crazy running Array of Revelation like that. Like, let me have a Hyena Umbra. And another Ethereal Armor ready to go. Yeah, I really wish I did the Fire Breathing. Okay, Mountain. Well, that's fine. We can Fire Breathe. So what we want to do, I think we want to just play our 2 spells. I think on the Mardu Devotee, because this doesn't have evasion per se, but we can buff it. Yeah, I think it just all goes on this. And then let's do this. And then we'll crack in with everything. 100% should have done the... they're dead here though because we have Fire Breathing. It's just funny. They go, oh, like I'm not dead because I missed it last turn, but luckily it didn't matter. And we cook them here. There we go. Up to 10, get that in you. There we go. You got to check if they actually have it, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cooked with the Array of Revelation. Like, that can completely cook us. But I'm happy we took a game, even through Array of Revelation. Essentially, Array of Revelation is just like a dust to dust, really. It's like a green-white colorless dust to dust. Look, I'll keep this, because I don't hate the idea of just loading it up. Although it's not that big, I guess. Hopefully we can get like an Ethereal Armor or a Madcap Skills or something. Well, that's good. We'll play this. I think we still want to load up that. We'll put the Umbra on the bottom. I think loading up the Hoplite's a better idea. It fixes our mana pretty well. We've got Hoplite, Hyena, Umbra. Good. I was like, the fact that we have just a second Umbra, I think is good enough. So here's hoping just the Spirit Link gets us there to some extent. Hopefully they don't kill us with a damn Ray Revelation. Right, let us attack the Devotee. And then we'll just Umbra the Hoplite. And so it begins. We'll slowly but surely build up from here. I guess what's good is like without Ray Revelation, it's the card still has stuff, which is nice. Probably it just doesn't get good if they go Stinkwood Imp and then we just go like they get rid of like our first strike or something like that. Well, I'll block this because we have first strike. Okay, but it's still a 2/2. It's heroic, yeah. I think they just didn't realize it had heroic. County Garden. Alright, we are just going to soup up. I kind of just want to use these crap ones. And let's just use the Spirit Link now, because I actually want the Ethereal Armor in the Madcap more. Attack. And then hopefully next turn we can play just our other crap. And maybe the 24 is enough for us to live through it. Am I playing a Stinkwood Imp? I'm fine with that, as long as they don't have another land. They do, okay. That's okay. I think I still want to just soup it up with this in Ethereal Armor. It's kind of sad that we can't do the... Because this way at least it cooks this or one way or the other. And I probably want to hit this because the menace is very legit. The forest is good. It's like they hit the Ethereal Armor, hit the Madcap skill so they can block it, but then gain a bunch of life. Be curious what they choose. They're all kind of pretty good except for like the Spirit Link and the Umbra. But maybe we can gain enough life where like a lot of the giant doesn't matter as much. They'd have to do 2. Yeah, they're raining to hit that, okay. But they can't block this. It's got Menace. Everyone forgets about the Menace. Everyone forgets about the Menace. It's so funny. Madcap skills is a common that gives Menace. It's apparently Dog Umbra, like I can Dog Umbra or something, and then we can just absolutely go to town. So we can definitely be cooked pretty easily here. Circle of the Land. Yeah, if they have another Ray Revelation, that's just so bull. We cannot beat another Ray Revelation. I don't know what decks actually run Ray Revelation. Like, even in the Dredge decks, normally they just run a couple Ancient Grudges and call it a day, but Ray Revelation is really specific. Maybe they just have a terrible Auras matchup and they need to run Ray. Red, colorless. Okay, scrap. They're just unearthing that. Okay. What if they just go Dread Return, just like a Generous Scent or something? They do have a giant now. Okay. See, like, instead of these land Umbras, if we had a Dog Umbra, we could just chuck it on the Stinkwood and call it a day, you know what I mean? But now we're going to lose, essentially, our... Well, that's absolutely busted. So play this. We'll name Black. And then we can get through. That was very lucky. They might have... Oh, they don't have Ray. There we go. All right, let's play another one. All right, this is our hand. It's a bit dog. I think I have to mull. I'll probably keep it if we had a slightly better creature. Well, now we don't have any lands. And this has no creatures. Okay, so we'll just keep... well, it's at least pretty easy to keep what we want to keep. We just do this. My gosh. What a great, fantastic hand. It doesn't mulligan well, these kinds of decks, and you need a level of a critical mass. Okay, we just play land, say go. We're not doing anything till turn 3, basically, which kind of sucks. We're playing against this, are we? Most players return the planes. It's just not a good turn, first turn, really. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Be a lot different if we had a mountain or something like that. Or hey, just more spells, but Boros Garrison helps with the mulligans. So now we can just run into a counter spell, which is not fun. So what we're gonna do is play the planes and just run out the red mage, because I'd rather be able to play this with an Umbra. Oh, painful. Spell Pierce never feels good. It never feels good. It feels worse when you get Spell Pierced on very late in the game though, on turn 10, and they just fire one off and you're like, alright. Like, oh, surely they run 4 Spike as well? Oh my gosh. Bloody more cheese factory than a... more cheese than a cheese factory, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to play the champion raw. I'm just going to play this and pick up the planes. I'd rather them just try and play what they have, and then we can hopefully play the champion of the flame. It's perspectives like this that you need to be pretty lucky to actually win these games. You just hope they don't have anything specific. Yeah, they play terrible. They got 4 cards in hand. We're going to play the champion of the flame and see how that goes, but I doubt it's going to survive. Alright, champion of the flame. When it resolves... Umbra? Yeah, they have to snuff out. Yeah, we can't beat that. Yeah. Alright, we'll bring in the Apostle's Blessings and the Blast. I don't think I want the duties. I think that's for elves. Things that I don't want. Crown of Flame, sorry, you can go. I think these are worse. We can take out 2 of those because we've got blessings. Umbra's Ethereal Llamas are a must stay. Dragon Mantles, we're never really getting too far with that. Let's just get rid of the Dragon Mantles. And see how we go with these Pyroblasts and what have you. We are taking out a decent amount of our auras though, I guess, which is the thing. Let's see how we go here. Well, this is better. I think because we've got the Scry, I feel better. So, and we have a decent amount of auras. So we can even just chuck it on this Devotee and they can't really get rid of it. So let's go Mountain. It's just we're up to the magic goals on like what mana we get. Essentially. Again, if we had like a plane, it's just so much different. But in our turn, we're probably... I don't think they're going to tap out, but we're just going to play Devotee and Champion of the Flame, I think. We could try and just play a champion with the high Umbra, but I don't like my odds. I don't like my odds one bit. Especially if they have a Spell Pierce and they cast down us, it feels bad. I think we just play the Devotee and try and get another creature to the top. I mean, this is another choice. They could just tap out. So I think we go for it now. If they have a snuff out, they have a snuff out. But let's play a plains. And then we'll play the champion. They could just very well have the snuff out, which is the problem, I guess. But I think we still go for it. 7 cards. Okay, they don't. Well, that's good for us. It's going to be very hard to get rid of now. So hopefully we can just do a Blessing now next turn on blue, and then place either Hyena Umbra, and then the Mardu Devotee. Sometimes you just got to be lucky with Aura decks. Like, they had Snuff Out, they'll probably just win this game, but they don't have Snuff Out, and now we're in business. They could run the Sacks, I guess. So I should have run out the Devotee early. Let's play the Devotee. I think that's the correct line to do first, in case they have the sack effects. And we want to bottom the Garrison, and we'll top the Rapier because I think any form of stuff like that's good. Let's play the Blessing, and we just name... I think we name blue because we've got plenty of armor stuff now. Card's cracked, honestly. Right. Let's just get in. Get in for 7, mate. Get the job done. Then we can have a Rapier coming down next turn. We can even equip the Rapier to our champion if we want to, and it gets another +2. That might be better. It's the same thing as the Umbra. There we go. It wouldn't. It was like click the one that you want, but then actually let me click the one that I needed. I mean, they're still taking a decent amount of damage. Now I just want to put the Umbra on. Is it 2 terrors? Damn if it is. Go Mag Angler. Okay. That's fine. We can still get him pretty hard with this champion because that's first strike. Let's play this first just to see if they have a spell piece, I guess. Okay. Well, now they got all that going for them. We can't attack. They got 2 cards left, but they kind of can't attack us either. So we can equip the Red Mage's thing after, and then make it a 6/6 so we can attack with it again. No, they can crack in, that's fine. They have another one? Kind of wish I had these Dragon Mantles now. Abandoned attachments, okay. Next thing they have, oh yeah, that's not very good. Just equip this. Play land. Let's just go in for 6. We'll keep the other 2 back just in case. I wouldn't mind a Red Blast in the hand, but oh well. Yeah, 3's a lot worse. So I guess we'll just block 1, I guess. Go 5. Yeah, we're done here. There we go. All right, let's try another one. This is quite doable. This is a good hand. Let's keep this. Then mulligan to 6. Just go Hoplite into well, nothing else, and then we can play Devotee probably, or yeah, because we got we can actually go Garrison, and then we can play the Champion of the Flame with the Hyena Umbra. This can then act as like a filter for another white source after and do the Benevolent Blessing on the following turn. Well, if this is Jund, this is going to be an uphill battle. Jund is genuinely not that good for us, but we'll play it through. Right, Limbus. This might be that Mardu. I guess Mardu Skyfisher, which is not good because they have Tithing Blade, which is normally notoriously quite good against us. Because I think we still want to... I think we want to play Dragon Mantle on this, just to start the Pain Train. And then we'll Garrison. Turn the Mountain. Hopefully we draw a plane so we can get in with something here. But ideally, yeah, Champion of the Flame, and then we'll play High Number. We also make this Satyr Hoplite has a bit of a target now, I guess, you could say. Or Refurbished Familiar. We're just going to bin a mountain. We don't really need many more mountains. The Boros Garrison acts as 2. And I want to keep all our creatures as well, essentially. On our turn, we're definitely just looking at playing the Champion of the Flame. We're not going to attack with the Hoplite because we actually want to keep it alive in case they do a Tithing Blade shenanigan with us. And then the following turn, we'll just play some other stuff. Alright, this works out well. Is that Marty? No, it is Jund. So it looks like they are like a Lembas Jund version. Okay, definitely Jund. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to change too much what we're doing here. We're just going to play the Champion of the Flame, use the red source, put Hyena Umbra on it, and just call it a day. We got our Trample, and then next turn we can put the Blessing on there and probably just name Black. And probably play Devotee to try and hit something else good. Whoa, hello there. That's sick. This is so good. Alright, we're going to be bigger than this Fungal Colossus. Pauper's so good. Look at this stuff, you know, like... Alright. We can't do it all, but I do want to play this first. This just opens up our white stuff a bit more as well. I don't want either of these. We want auras now. Bottom, bottom. It's a 5/5. So let's Blessing and name Black on this. Black. And we'll play Garrison, pick up Mountain. And now we can just full on add so much more to this champion now. Madcap into High and Umbra is kind of cooked. Alright. There we go, opponent. Here's my 6/6. And it's going to be a lot bigger next turn. It's going to be relatively lethal next turn. Like, this is cool, but I mean, also you could probably just run a... Look, I'm actually going to block. Reason being is if they have a Clan Shaman and then make us lose everything, we're not in a good place. Alright, there is a Chrysalis. Okay. Well, this Hoplite's going to be jumping from that Fungal Colossus, that's for sure. The Void's crazy, by the way. Alright, we can play it all, which is nice. Let's just play the Rapier first, and then we'll just play everything else onto it. It'll be absolutely huge. Madcap. The Trample does help. And now they have to block with everything. Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah, 14's a lot. We could, I guess, attack with this as well. Before blocking that. No, it's fine. Just doing it like this. So you have to block that. It can't just be the spawns either. It has to be the Chrysalis. Well, then they just cook themselves. It's got Trample, dude. Trumple coming in here. And then damage. Oh, I guess they Lembas. There you go. And they got a 1. And then we just have to try and survive here. If we can, let's try and keep a creature alive. Because otherwise we cook ourselves. I was like, what are they doing specifically? Well, they got 9, 10, 11. They got a lot of damage. You got 3 cards. They just did send 3 asterisks. I don't know what that means. Herza Skerza. He was wondering why he was on 1, and that's because of the Trample. They might have to block with everything, potentially. Alright, they have plenty of blocks here. I think we are just sending in with everything. I think I'm equipping the rapier to the champion, because everything else is 1 damage, which is what we need. Oh, Preferred Familiar is a good start. Let's see if it's enough, boss. This matchup feels like it's very much, if I don't have champion, I lose. But these are good matchups to see anyway, because they feel like tough matchups. Alright, there we go. We're on game 1. Sideboard wise, I don't think that the green matters too much. I think we do want the Apostle's Blessings. Again, we take out the Crown of Flames. I don't hate the Madcap skills, but it's probably a little bit Windmore-y. It's kind of nice though, I guess. Blessings maybe get a little bit worse. With the 3 colours. Maybe we just cut 1 Blessing, because if they're destroying, so I'd rather the Umbras anyway. And the Madcap skill helps with blocks. Okay, this hand's good, and the fact that we can just play Devotee into like a Hoplite and then play the Garrison, and hopefully get this champion online again, it's good. And just keeping a 7-card hand is always nice against a Jund deck that's just destroying me, so let's see how this goes. Oh, I just said turn 1, I made 2 misclicks. That's okay. My hand's not that good. Alright, Marnie Devotee. I think both of these are fine. And the Mantle's just a free redraw. Let's just put both on top, and then we can play Hoplite next turn. We're not going to jump into playing... this Champion of the Flame might just be... have nothing for it straight away, because we don't have that other land just yet. I think that's fine. Let's attack for 1. Let's do the thing. Play the Hoplite. Play the Garrison. And if they didn't tap out, we could just I was thinking like we could probably even just put the Umbra on the Hoplite and go into the Hoplite, but this is just too good. It gets too big too quickly. Yeah, Cleansing Modifier. Oh. Brutal. That's brutal. We will grab a mountain. If that's what they're doing, then let's just attack for 2. Let's just play our Champion of the Flame. And pray they don't have a breath weapon. I think we have to just be a little bit lucky here. If they want to tap out and play something, they can. That's not a good sign. Untap land, no. Don't tap for a red. Just Gale Blast. That's fair enough. It's hard to get around Gale Blast anyway. Let's put the land Umbra on the Hoplite. Yeah, let's just try and resolve this. Oh, they're going to cast down me. Nah, we are on. Alright, so next turn we can go Devotee, Scry 2, and then do the Dragon Mantle. This Hoplite can get quite big, and the Benevolent Blessing does help against the Eldrazi. Cleansing Wildfire. I do wish I had an extra land, but alas, here we are. And that's the thing, Dog Umbra has Flash, so that also makes it a little bit better, so you can just play your champion and then just pass and see what happens. But they're going quite slow. I mean, they're likely going to have a Chrysalis next turn. Let's play this and just see what we hit off the top. Again, any kind of untap land is what we want. Boros Garrison. Oh, I kind of want the Champion of the Flame as well. I want both of these. Let's top this and top the Garrison. We'll Dragon Mantle this, and then we'll Garrison pick up the planes. Let's attack. Hopefully they don't Wildfire us again. But then next turn we can play our Champion and do an Umbra on it. That's what I'm hoping. Let's pick up the planes. Alright, they're on 10. I can play a Champion next turn. We good. I'm feeling good. Lembas is fine. So if they want to cast down our champion when we put the Umbra on it, I think that's fine. Okay, land. I smell a cast down coming in. Alright, refurbish familiar. We will get rid of the Satyr Hoplite. And now they don't have cast down mana, which is good. So we will attack first. Somehow drew all our creatures. Let's attack. They can block a devotee if they want. I'm fine with that. Oh, they're just chomping that. Okay. So the thing we have to worry about here. So play this and play the champion. They might have another bolt, I guess. Well, let's try and resolve this. Otherwise, we're putting everything into this Satyr Hoplite. Come on, show us the bolt. Just say I was waiting for the bolt. They can definitely shuffle the Lembas away. I think now we got too much on board for them to deal with. Like, we can even just use our Mighty Devotees to put all the fire breathing with this Dragon Mantle and get it done. We'll still put a Dragon Mantle on the champion. I think we've been a little bit lucky with their hand. They had a bit of interaction, but it wasn't enough. And we luckily had a good scry with the Mighty Devotee, so we could get another land and whatnot. I mean, they're offering a land now to try and get something, but they really need a Chrysalis or something to block the champion and block other stuff. They're on 11 though. That's pretty good actually. But if we can I think with the Blessing and the Dragon Mantle on the champion, I think it's enough. Let's have a Grim Bauble or something like that. Okay, let's just Dragon Mantle the crap out of this champion. Okay. Let's try this first. I think we just do a name black, to be honest. Name black. Use this to buff it as well. Draw a card. Maybe we hit a Ethereal Armor, which will be cracked. Okay, we drew that. I mean, we're still gonna. That's why the cycling's good. Chuck it in. And just same with everything. Another Dragon Mantle's nice. Send in the Clowns. It's got Trample. It's Exacxi, so they can block a 1-2 here and then they go to 1. Very nice. Very nice. But I still feel okay because we can just do we can just put a Dragon Mantle on a Mardu Devotee. I mean, they could actually turn the tide here, don't get me wrong. Okay, Dragon Mantle and then have 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that other stuff isn't lethal. But they also don't have another land. Like, Chrysalis would be the worst draw for us. Playing against a Chrysalis would be very annoying. And we'd probably be forced to play this Dragon Mantle onto the Satyr Hoplite. If they don't play anything, we can even just Hoplite the... just Hoplite. So yeah, I could have, I guess, Benevolent Blessing named in green. I really wasn't expecting Toxin Analysis. I actually think they have another Toxin Analysis. They're currently cooked, so they need something here. Okay, they're tapping out. Fanatical Offering. Okay. I don't know what they're looking for, if it's like a land. But this is lethal. Okay. Oh, GG. That's what I think they're just looking for an answer there, but there we go. All right, let's do a quick wrap up. All right, quick wrap up time. Probably the main things with this deck that I noticed was the lands. They either loved me or they hated me. I felt like we needed a good split because I know that we had a lot of our one drops were like this, say to Hoplite can be the best one, but just having the Devotee and having our main auras that are really good, like Hyena, Umbra, and Ethereal Armor in the white pip zone We kind of just need the split, and the Boros Garrison helped the Mulligans a fair bit as well. So it's hard to change the lands. You could probably add some tap lands in like we did with Boros Heroic in the past, but it's kind of hard to shore that up. And dual colors are always kind of a little bit harder in Pauper than other things. Like, it's hard to say this deck isn't better than Mono White Heroic. I think just having that streamline is a lot better. Champion of the Flame really just carries this deck a fair bit. It's just such a powerful effect for a common. It's essentially called Spirit Dancer, except you're just not drawing cards. So everyone knows when you play Pauper, not Pauper, but if you just play Boggles and you're playing Core Spirit Dancer and you're loading them up with auras, you just get a very big creature very, very quickly. And if it goes unanswered, then you just win the game. One of the biggest draws was obviously being able to play Madcap skills. It's a very good card. And the Menace, a lot of people didn't realize in testing and then also in those matches that we saw. What I was kind of annoyed about was like Dog Umbra is broken on Magic Online, so it doesn't actually work. So we're kind of left with this Land Umbra, which is slightly worse. You could probably pair this with that other aura, that white aura that flips the power and toughness. I'll just have to see how that works with the Rapier, that's all. I think it's fine because it comes after with timestamps. But the Umbra is good because I think the Dog Umbra is better because it works well with the Madcap skills. So if you can Dog Umbra one of their creatures if they only had one blocker, and then you can get in with the Menace still. It also has Flash, so you can play this Chamber of the Flame, keep 2 untapped mana, and then if they try and remove it, then you can just like flash in the Umbra effect for protection instead of just doing it at sorcery speed, which didn't feel as good. So this might be better in paper. It's just that Dog Umbra's bugged on Magic Online. Crown of Flames, I thought I was going to get more action out of it, but I really didn't. But we didn't really draw it that much. I'm only running 2 in the deck. But yeah, ideally just works with the Save to Hoplite and the Red Mage's Rapier of just continuously, I guess, it's still using the fire breathing. You know, if we have this out and the Red Mage's Rapier out, we can just constantly play it, get counters, and get the +2 from here. Benevolent Blessing was quite good as well. Sideboard wise, I feel like the Shield of Duty and Reason wasn't as good. Obviously, you want to run a mix of the Shield of Duty and then the Mask for red-black, but obviously we're running red, so it gets a lot worse. You could probably cut down 2 of these and add in some graveyard shenanigans, and probably something that's more has a bit more grind as well. I don't know what that looks like. It's probably like a Ren's Resolve or something like that you want. But yeah, I think it's probably this deck. Let me know what you think in the comments and what you would change. But yeah, it was fun to play anyway. All right, I'll see you in the next one.